Good morning. Hello. It is Morning Spike with myself and Alec.
That's right.
Ryan and Mark are off today. They're due. Mark has a birthday, first of all. So happy birthday, Mark, if you're watching. And he's probably intoxicated. I don't know. He's probably having fun. Who knows? But yeah, no. So it was birthday yesterday, so he's taking it off. So usually his family usually does something when their birthdays happen. So good for him. But it is week 7. Officially today, we have a game already in process. So it is the Rams and the Jaguars right now. So yeah,
the Rams are dominating, which is no surprise. But
yeah,
Jaguars' second home is just getting dismantled.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's how many more early London? Is this the last international
London
game? Last one, right?
This should be either the last London or the last international.
Okay, yeah. So I don't know. I it's kind of what we expected. I mean, I figured the Rams were gonna be winning this one anyways, but
I had a feeling that they would too. But I was like, man, it seems to be that the early Monday game and the Thursday night game has always seemed to be like an upset this year so far. So I'm like, you know what? Yes. Give me the Jags, and since so far those have been true. So
yeah, no. So right now we're in the third quarter right now, or at least probably like 5 minutes into the third quarter. So
look at the first comment that we got from this goober.
Kint, I would have picked the Rams to win, but this is just sad. Looks like the Pats are going to be the top of AFC. Okay. Well, good morning, my friend.
It's good to be here. It's good to be here. Welcome to the Alec and Martin Show special. This will be my last show because I won't be on the next Wednesday and whatnot. So I'll be in Vegas celebrating my birthday.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah, but I mean, you'll be back though. It's not like your final last show or anything like that. So
I'll miss you guys. It was one hell of a ride. Right. You'll be somewhere in the distance.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, he's gone.
If anything, you probably won't even think about the show. You'll be having too much fun with.
You know what? Probably.
What up, Robert? How are you, man? How was the movies last night? Hope you sat at least through 2, however that was. So yeah, no, I'm looking at these games. I'm looking at more specifically the status of the wide receivers of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're Cameron Johnson and Tez Johnson could be up for starter, but then we got a notification today that Mbuka might play. Sterling Shepard definitely is probably going to be the one, and Mike Evans could potentially play today or tomorrow. So,
well, I know Debo's out, so that's crazy.
That's separate team, but I'm talking about like what's going on with those teams. But yeah, so I mean, for Washington, what do they even have over there? Like a Debo.
So Debo's out. Luke McCaffrey is
going to be the main one, right?
Yep, and then there's also the other guy too.
Chris Moore.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So really, what this tells me is if those guys draw enough coverage, Zach Ertz is going to be a must start.
Really?
I think so. Especially against
I would imagine Dallas even if they were there, Zach Ertz would have been the guy to start anyways. But I mean,
yeah, because I expect him to get somewhere between 45 and 65 yards and a touchdown for Zach Ertz. That's what I'm expecting today.
So I'm glad you had fun, dude. Yeah, I'm glad you had fun. So yeah, no, Zach Ertz to me is like the most annoyingest guy ever. Like I can't stand it. I really can't. Like, and
he's only good on 2 teams. That's it.
And that's it. Like, he's been so annoying since he's been in Washington. Like, up against him or anything. And then I think I started hating him last year just because of how good he was. But I mean, it's just the kind of a hatred I have towards him. So it's like whatever.
Whoa, that is a huge news break if it does happen. Brandon Graham, the retired Eagle, is strongly considering coming out of retirement to sign for the Philadelphia Eagles.
No.
One last ride, old man.
What?
One last ride.
Why? They're not even like, I don't know. They're not like, no.
I mean, we're hurting for edges, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Crazy to say Drake May is an MVP candidate. I don't know. I mean, I don't really consider him one, I guess, but he has been playing pretty good.
Nah, I'm
Just
not even talking about MVP right now.
yeah,
Not,
no,
no,
it's
I
too
gotta wait till
early.
like at least week 10.
It's
Week
too
10,
early
all
for
yeah.
me. If I were to talk about it, the only person that comes to mind immediately for me is Baker, just because of how well he's played without wide receivers. But that's the only guy I can think of.
Yeah. So Robert's he's talking. He's in a bind. He's got Travis Kelce or Dallas Goedert.
Ooh, ooh,
Yeah.
that is a bit of a bind.
Because you know that the Raiders can't really stop much, but then Dallas Goedert is used
The way
a
that
lot.
offense is this year, yes, he's used more than the wide receivers.
Yeah.
So I can understand your dilemma. And if it's not a tight end premium, because if it was tight end premium, I'd say start both. Just see what happens, But
I don't think it's a tight end premium. If I remember that league, it's yeah. I don't think it's tight end premium. Robert, what tight end premium is that you get extra points for tight ends when they get a reception. If I remember, he didn't have that. He had regular. I just left that league not too long ago. I would say Goddard is the most.
Okay, so it's regular.
Yeah. Like if a tight end gets a reception, I don't think they get the other.
This is where I kind of would, if I had the stats pulled up on me, I would look at how the red zone usage is, because I think that would be a good indicator. Red zone targets, especially for tight ends, can typically lead to more success unless it's a guy who gets pure volume. With both these guys, don't exactly get extreme amounts of volume. Let's see here. If we played the logic game here, let's see here. Rice is back, so we expect him to have a huge game with KC now that he's back. And Worthy's also there, correct? He's also healthy. So then my money would be more so on Goddard then, because I feel like Rice is going to command a lot of targets and Worthy's going to get the other targets. And then Kelce, he might be used on a traditional Chiefs play, where they do some trickery and he throws it to him in the end zone. But I don't know. I think Goddard would be a little bit better of a safer start.
That's what I'm kind of leaning. I think he's getting more double digits. He's more involved. Kelce, Rashid Rice is back this week.
Yep, that's the main thing.
So now you got Worthy and Rice.
It's wild because I actually got Rice off of waivers and it pissed off so many people.
Like I said, I'm gonna use Goddard. Goddard's always getting double digits. He's the most reliable one. Kelce has been in single digits before, while Rice was gone, and now Rice is back. So I'm thinking it's going to be more mouths to feed, despite it being the Raiders. I still think that Goddard would be the most reliable source here, because even though you got AJ Brown, who they haven't even used all year, and Devontae Smith is kind of involved.
Who would you trade to get Worthy or Diggs? That's what I want to know, Robert. Give us like a team that you'd want to trade for and who you'd want, and then we can tell you what we think.
Trade out Worthy or Diggs?
Oh, trade out. Never mind. You don't mean trade with. Okay, never mind.
No, he means like get him out of there.
Yeah, never mind.
Worthy, because you have Kelce.
Yeah, yeah. You don't need both unless you're expecting it to be a giant shootout to where everyone's scoring. I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, exactly. So he's been hit or miss. Where Goddard's consistently double digits. Well, I mean, I don't know about your league, but in our league, he's been kind of double digits almost every game. So
yeah, he's been
at
double
least
digits
closer.
For me, I think every game.
Yeah.
And Diggs is now officially active. So there you go. Live update.
Yeah. Exactly. So I don't know.
You know what's going to happen? It's called the podcast curse, where we're going to tell you all these people, and then they're all not going to go off.
I would trade out Worthy, though.
Yeah.
Just because you have Kelce.
What was your question? Oh, Mayor's versus Casey or on versus
Yeah, he has
Detroit.
Mayer, Kelsey, or Otter. Yeah, I'm getting to it, but we're handling Robert right now.
Yeah.
No, we didn't get to your question because we're handling Robert right now. But yeah, I would start Carter and then trade out Worthy because Diggs is the number one there.
100%. And I've been saying that for literally every week.
So at least Worthy's gonna split time with Rice and Kelsey. Diggs doesn't really have that much competition. So, all right. Also, Robert, see what I got? Yeah, I got sent home with this. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah. Mayor or Mayor versus KC or On versus Denver? Or Detroit. Why I say that? Detroit.
I don't know. You got Broncos on your mind. Are the Falcons playing the Broncos?
The
Is that why?
Falcons?
Yeah.
No, the Falcons are playing San Francisco.
Okay.
The Giants are playing the Broncos right now.
Well, okay. Both aren't exactly the best of matchups, and both aren't exactly, craziest thing. I guess I would say
Gross.
maybe Mayer. I just feel like Gino's not going to have a good game. That's my biggest concern. I feel like I would like Mayer more, but I guess pick On. Why not? The Baker's been doing phenomenal, so I'd rather ride the hot hand than the guy that I think is going to bust this week.
What do you say? This Oh wow, I'm over here thinking Drake May. I don't know why I read Drake May. I mean, come on, I read Drake May. Okay,
it's
okay.
It's all right. I mean, Drake May does play tight end now, so it's okay. It's okay. He's like your favorite guy who plays, both, QB and tight end.
Who's that guy?
Drake May 2.0.
No. I would put Mayer. And you're gonna go with Otten against Detroit? I don't know. I feel like Mayer's gonna be very involved.
See, my only issue
because Bowers isn't gonna play.
Correct. And no, you're absolutely right. And I think that's great for Mayer, but I also think KC is going to be hell for the Raiders. So
I think they're going to be too focused on Genty and Tucker, or I think Mayer might slip away.
Anything could happen. So I guess you got our answer there. One person's for On, clearly, against Detroit because screw them. And then Mayer.
But it is the Giants, so I'll give them that. Or not the Giants, but Jesus, I'm all over the place right now.
You need to be drinking more of that coffee.
I do, man. I do, dude. This is why I need Brian in the mornings for 10 days.
It's all right, buddy. It's all right.
Hold on, I'm looking for On. There you are, buddy. There you are. Just gut decision. I'm still going Mayer.
Oh, wow. By the way, Robert says that your cup is very ugly. How do you respond?
It was given to me. Yeah, the girl gave me the cup. She's like, you're going to take this cup. It was more like an insulated cup that I needed. It was the one cup. Yeah. Did you stay there? Is she there? Yeah. Yeah. Good morning, by the way.
So I think we're definitely good there. Yeah.
It's an ugly cup. All right. Coming from a Ravens fan, of course. Run both tight ends. I don't think so.
Nah.
Because if you're telling me you got Worthy and Diggs, if anything between Worthy and Kelsey, I'd put Goddard and Worthy. Or not, yeah. No.
Kins, why? But no, running
both tight ends, I wouldn't. No, especially if it's not a tight end premium league. If it was a tight end premium league, then yes, but it's not.
If you were heavily injured,
I would run freaking Goddard and Diggs as the 1-2 right there. So yeah, I'm thinking of dropping DJ Moore. I don't blame you. but I would wait after this week. I think this week he could have a bounce back against the Saints, and if potentially he has a good bounce back, this could be a determining factor for that game for him specifically. If DJ Moore bounces back today, because it is the Saints, they typically can't stop Jack, right? So, she showed up as she left. Yeah, that's, you could blame me for that. You could blame me for that. Sorry, she was late because of me. That's definitely for sure my fault, 100%. But yeah, no, I would not just drop him. If he does good, you could trade him for something low end, and then see whatever you need, like a running back or something like that. That's what I would do, because this game is going to determine how much he's really going to be involved. Is it Voldy time? It could be, man. It could be. Yeah, this is the guy. Alec, are you familiar? You're familiar with the guy we don't mention here, yeah?
Yeah. Now I am. Because last time I said his name, and you're like, well, you've never heard us say this before, so let's slide this one time.
Yeah, no, we don't mention this because he's the most annoyingest guy. Not only is he in like the division that I like, right? He's in my division. So it's like, okay, then you don't know where to place him. He's probably going to be just annoying as Travis Hunter, but Travis Hunter just plays the 2 spots. But Voldy plays 3, but he's designated as 1. It's so annoying. Anyways, May versus Tennessee.
Yeah, this question earlier, I was like, really, Ken? So you have
this
these 3 QBs.
Drake May versus Tennessee.
So,
what's going on, buddy?
And I'm like, you have these 3 QBs, and please tell me it's a super flex. Otherwise, I will come over there and I'll smack you. Because why would you have 3 QBs on your bench unless it's Dynasty or something? Like, if it's redraft, 1 QB, there's no reason to have 3 QBs. But to answer your question, that's kind of a toughie because all of them are going to have great games. I'm going to pick actually, I know how Tampa Bay's defense is in the fourth quarter. They are really strong fourth quarter.
I'm not going Goff.
So I'm not. Normally, I actually like those kind of games because that's when it brings out. Okay, perfect. Good job. So then I can spare your Patriot loving ass for another week. Normally I would pick somebody like Goff here because usually the best QB matchups produce the best overall scores for fantasies. However, having said that, you would be perfectly fine going with Fields and not that bum ass, wannabe ass Drake May. I'm kidding. Fields or May, I think those 2 should start. Don't pick Goff because that Tampa Bay defense in the fourth quarter does really well. So I think if Goff does not have a good start to the game, you might be punching yourself in the air a little bit. I trust Fields because he's got the legs, and I trust May because Tennessee. So what do you think? Do you agree with me or do you disagree?
I do, and I don't. See, Goff is hard. Goff is hard to decide. There should be some games where you're like, you know what, this guy's gonna pop off. He's gonna do great, and then he ends up putting 18 points or something like that. It's like, dude, what happened? And then there's the games where it's like Justin should do amazing and he doesn't.
Well, to be fair, last week it was Denver, and Denver leads the league in sacks. Yes. So I can't blame him for last week.
I wanna say Drake May's the solid starter here. Because Tennessee is just god awful.
Yeah. Ken, so you're just butthurt, because your team could never come close to beating my team and hasn't in the last few years.
I'm going to agree here.
Good.
Drake May and Fields. Now, if Goff pops off, then I wouldn't have seen that before. But I'm just going to go with So.
Of course. Yeah, no, I think it's pretty fair.
I'm also hold on, wait, I missed something. No, I did no.
Oh.
I'm also getting really close to looking to offer up Barkley for some pieces.
Barkley. Okay. Well, who do you want to offer for? What do
Well,
you
it's
think you get?
probably going to be a running back and maybe a receiver as well.
Well, you let us know what you're looking for, and then I'll go to your league mates. I'll convince them for you to, give you what you want.
It's crazy how this is now an option. People are
Just don't
getting a
tell them.
little antsy about what's going on over there.
No, I know they are, and you know what? They're perfectly fine too. I think the problem is that so many people build off of names, right? And so like, well, Barkley did this last year, and Barkley's just such a terrific player, but the Eagles aren't really using him right now. So it's like, do you hold him? Do you wait? This is not like a Derrick Henry situation where the second half of the season gets so much easier. I would say this: use his name to your advantage. Get the players. Go for a guy who maybe is an Eagles fan, or go for somebody who really loves Barkley, or maybe that guy
First,
who got
go
mad.
after the Jalen Hurts owner.
Yeah, do
First, go
something
after
like
that guy.
But then, if none of that happens, then what you should do
The good thing about
is
sleepers
go up to the guy. Yeah, go up to the guy who got mad because you stole him from them, and then boom, you just trade him for a bunch of pieces, and you're good. Use the name to your advantage. And again, if they don't listen to you, you send them my way, and I'll break some kneecaps for you, Big Don style. We do not consult violence. Please do not come after me.
Hey, let's go back to the May one.
Sure.
Mayor. Who's the other one? Yeah, on.
It was
Kids,
on.
it's
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Bowers is playing.
Bowers is playing? Hell yeah.
Wait, hold on. No, wait. My bad. No. Never mind.
Golly. Hold on. Yeah, no, it says Brock Bowers is inactive.
Yeah. Stick with Mayor. Yeah, stick with Mayor. Brock Bowers and Jacoby Myers. Ooh, and
follow your heart. Pick
inactive.
Auden. Follow your heart. Don't listen to this guy. He's not even fully awake yet. Go with Auden. I'm trying to jolt you awake.
What are you talking about? Yeah, he is. He's playing. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Mayor is playing. Anthony's
just coming in and just giving chances. Yeah, no.
I know.
So yeah,
Anthony's just trying to just cost people their weeks. Typical.
Yeah. Would you trade DJ Moore or Bill Krosky? I'm looking at DJ Moore right now. I think after this week is going to be a determining factor. If you can swing him now, like this morning before the games, awesome. I think he's going to do a little bit better today, hopefully.
I feel like it's similar value to where you probably just need to look at the schedule, because the problem is that the Commanders, they are still having their woes in the backfield because they're splitting the carries quite a lot. Everybody loves Bill, but do the Commanders love Bill? Because they're clearly still doing this huge split backfield. The thing is,
Bill has the return yards if they don't use him for that day. So regardless if you're in a league, they still use him. Do they not? At the beginning, didn't they have return yards?
I can check for you since my league heavily favors that. Let me check.
Do I think Joe Burrow is worth keeping?
I don't think so. Sure, in your IR spot, there's no reason not to. I mean, he comes back in December.
But they don't. I don't think they have IR there. I don't know. I would trade him before, unless you have Jamar with you. Maybe get the flex. While you check on that. Anyways, regardless of the fact, I would still like trading DJ Moore away. Boley stole my Kamara touchdown last week, and I'm pissed. Yeah, no, it sucks. That's what he does. That's what he does. Jonathan, you know this. That's what Boley does. Also, Stephon Diggs is active today.
So Krosky has not done any returns at all this year.
So who am I thinking of? Which of the running back that has it?
So there are a few running backs that do, but I think specifically on that team, I think it's mostly Luke McCaffrey that does the returns, but he won't this week. He normally does, yes, but I can actually check my other sources right now to see who would be doing it for today's game, or at least according to the most recent report. So let me find out for you. It is for the Commanders. We've got.
All right, so we got Herbert,
punt return and kick return. So Debo's out. McCaffrey shouldn't be doing returns. If he is, that's crazy. Could be Lane, Jalen, and then it's not listed third person.
Well, despite of everything that's going on, doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
Who are you trading? DJ Moore and Bill Krosky?
Oh, well, okay. I think they're about close to equal. Talking about a split backfield, and then you're talking about a guy who's not doing nearly as good as we thought he would, and Rome is looking better and better for the most part. Not every week, of course. I feel like you have a higher ceiling with DJ Moore. That's probably the only difference right now, but they're both kind of playing at the same level. So it's kind of almost like a fair deal there. Again, look at the schedule. That should be your determining factor if you want to pull that trigger. But I think DJ Moore has a higher ceiling. So,
which would determine that he would have the higher value.
Yes, correct. That's what I think he still has. It's just he hasn't really shown it too much.
Mm-hmm.
So,
all right. So Herbert or Caleb? I can't trust Caleb.
Yeah, Caleb still suffers. So people don't know it takes the longest to decide on throwing the ball out of all starting quarterbacks. He did last year, and he still has that issue. So he's definitely a year 3, year 4 prospect that you should be targeting for your leagues that are non-dynasty. Year 1 and 2, he just has the weapons, but he's not using them the same way. So I would trust Herbert. Plus, Herbert can run the ball.
Yeah. All right. Carson Wentz about to drop 50 on the Eagles.
Yep. I already responded to him talking about how jealous he is and how that Super Bowl loss to us all those years ago still rings true in his mind. That's why he's mad. It's fine, though.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I
need a running back at flex. Receiver just traded for Judkins, so I want 2 solid running backs. Okay.
And flex. Okay. So you got Judkins. That's what I'm understanding.
Just traded for Judkins, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Running back and flex.
So I need him to have a good game to increase his value today. Okay. Okay. Well, I think today would be the game against the New Orleans Saints. I would think so. Because I don't think Bill Krosky is going to show out anything today. I don't know. Maybe it's Dallas. I don't know.
No, that's saying it's Dallas, and Dallas seems to give up the most points.
They can't do anything, bro.
Fantasy wise, no,
they can't do anything.
They can't. So, if I had Bill and he had a great game this week, I probably would try to shop him. But that's just me.
All right, full PPR, pick 2: Courtland Sutton, Stephon Diggs, or Jordan Mason. I mean, isn't Mason always constantly putting up some type of numbers?
I always think Sutton because he's the number 1 target there for Bo Nix. So he's an automatic start for me.
I don't ever think I would take Sutton off my lineup. I think he's one of those set and forget type of guys. But then New England's against Tennessee tonight or today. So I'm okay with putting Sutton Diggs, but I wouldn't be mad if he went Sutton Mason either. But Sutton is for sure, I feel like, the main, right? Like, are you agreeing that Sutton's kind of like the one here?
Yeah, no, like I said, Bo Nix's favorite target.
Okay. So Sutton's the solid one. Full PPR.
So we got Diggs and Mason. Which Mason is this?
I'm assuming Jordan
Mason.
I'm assuming, like, why?
Okay. I mean, if it's that, I mean,
what other Mason would I be thinking of? That's relevant.
I'm
just saying.
That's keyword, right?
What Mason are you thinking about, bro? Like, Jordan is like,
so then, I mean, who's Jordan Mason playing this week?
He's playing the Eagles, man.
Oh yeah, that's right. He's the Vikings. Oh, then
you're the one who needs to go drink some coffee.
Drink some coffee. Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm excited for that game though.
Myers. Okay, yeah. Jacoby. Yeah. Okay,
Anthony. That's just a little slip. It's fine. Then I think Diggs is fine. I'm at the point of trading Derrick. Don't trade Derrick Henry.
I would not. You know how he gets better in the second half of the season.
And I literally brought that. I'm not sure if you're here, Anthony, but I literally said, look at the second half of the season. It's not bad. He'll do
It's
just
always
fine.
better.
So if you want, you could always try to trade him towards the trade deadline in your league. If you really want to trade him, wait until he has some very good games behind him. Then people will look at there like, oh, I'm gonna get him for a steal, and then you get the guys that you want. That will.
You're gonna have to like trade him for like the farm.
Yeah. So don't trade him now because you're actually just devaluing him. It's like when you get a car off the car lot, you lose like 35% of its value automatically as soon as it leaves the lot. That's what you're doing right now.
Yeah.
So don't drive off with Derrick Henry. Wait.
All right, so who did you say about these two?
Sun and Diggs.
Sun and Diggs? Okay, yeah. I'm kind of leaning the same just because it's full PPR and Diggs is basically he's good to go. He's active today. So yeah. Think Jacobs and Waddle is doable for Barkley is too much. No. I think that's fine.
That's a fair. That's fair. The real question is convincing the person if he, if he's not like a big fantasy head to give up that. That's to be the real thing.
No, I think that's actually really good.
Has been pretty good. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for just him, that's pretty fair value. So go ahead and send that trade, and then just get in trade talks with them.
Yeah.
See what happens.
I'm on a Yahoo Fantasy where it's no IR, so I got 4 players on the IR on my bench. Ooh.
That's stupid. I would never play in a league like that. That just doesn't have an IR. A
lot of redrafts don't, man.
And that makes 0 sense. In my redraft, we have freaking at least 5, but that's because we have so many roster spots.
Well, I feel like because it's redraft, you have to make space. I don't know. It's IR to me is for Dynasty or keeper leagues. Redraft, you lose them, or make the sacrificial dead spot.
See, and I don't think that.
And that's fine. That's fine.
I think there should be. It should be based off the value of how many roster spots there are, especially tailored towards your bench.
All right, we'll take it normal. Normal is 15, right? That's the normal
15. Then there should be at the bare minimum at least 1. I think 2 is optimal for 15. I think that's more than fair because it's not that many roster people. So that's what I think. So you should yell at your commissioner.
Some people say no, some people say yes. I'm on the redraft where it's just no. That's just me. You keep them on your bench. That's just me, and that's fine.
Oh, of course, fine.
We can't. So no, that sucks, Anthony. That really does. First of all, why are you in Yahoo leagues? That's my number.
I know, right? What are these grandpa leagues? My goodness.
Okay. In this league, my team sucks, and it's a deep league. All right.
Okay.
In a league with 0.1 for every kick return and punt return yard.
Ooh, so this is a question for me. Devin Duvernay. It's not even close.
I'm gonna definitely absolutely just because this man pays attention to kick return more yards than he does anything else. It's crazy.
Yeah, well,
he really does. It's
That's easy, especially since it's 0.1. So you have to think of it that if he goes off to his typical type of off that he normally does, if he gets 100 yards, that's 10 points. And since it's a deep league. And he does punt return too. I'm just saying that even though that's a very low scoring for a kick return and punt return, that's fine. He would be a much better start than Kayshawn. And if he breaks one for a touchdown, I'm curious. Oh, well, you don't have to say it, Kent, but typically the touchdown should be the same as an actual rushing touchdown. So it should be 6 at the very least. And if it's not, then that's stupid scoring. But anyways, that's my answer.
But Isn't Kayshawn very involved with the offense though? Isn't he the 2?
Kayshawn.
Yeah. They're against Tennessee this week, man.
They are against Tennessee, but let me look at his targets. If Kayshawn does, so Kayshawn is close to 3. I usually take out the outlier game, which is the one where he had 8. Usually take out the outlier, and most of his averages are about 3. So look at it like this: if he averages,
week 2 was 1, and last week was 5, and that still averages out.
Yes. So just again, trust the kick return, because the way kick return has been this year, the way that they modified it compared to last year, you're seeing more and more returns. Trust the guy who's going to be more consistent at getting you those points than the guy who's averaging you those 3 targets. Because really, the only way that he makes up the value is if he gets 5 targets and he gets a touchdown. Then he can outdo that person. I would much rather trust the returner.
Yeah, so. Just because it was no, I'm not chasing points, man. I'm not chasing points here. I'm gonna say he's definitely. Yeah, I'm not putting Butte. I'm not chasing points like that. What's up, Michael? Good morning.
I appreciate that question, by the way, Kins.
What do I think of J.K. Dobbins' rest of the season? What do I always say? Kins, you've been here all season. What do I always say? Somebody in capital letters, type it in chat. Somebody.
When?
They know. They know. Anthony knows. Somebody's gonna type it for you, Kenton. Big, nice, capital letters. Pick 2, full PPR.
Out for season? What?
Ramondre Stevenson, Jacobs, Harrison, or Addison.
So
again, Tennessee sucks.
Yeah. So
my very first one here is Stevenson right off the bat.
As long as he doesn't fumble. Dude has a problem with that. But yeah.
Yeah, but he was disappointing last week. Okay. It was 1 week. Everyone, and it was a tough defense. It happens. It happens. Kent, you should get blocked.
Yeah, Kent should get blocked for that question. I know, right?
You want me to say it again? Here? Because I usually pound my fist every single time I say this. All right. But I don't know. I don't feel like doing that today. But you know that, Kent. When he's healthy, you start. It was one bad week. Like, do we expect full blown? Like, it happens.
Every player in fantasy football has 1 or 2 bad weeks, usually 2, and then you're like, oh my god,
it's the Giants.
Exactly. So I don't know.
Well, this week specifically, it's the Giants. No, rest of season, he is locked into my spot every single time. Every single time until what? When's their bye? They didn't have their bye already.
I think it's week 12. Yeah.
I'm going to put him against the Giants, put him against the Cowboys, put him against the Texans, put him against the Raiders, and put him against the Chiefs. I don't care. Anyways, Gins, you should get blocked for that question.
So, yeah, Jacobs.
Stevenson 100% when it comes to this.
Good
morning, Tikia.
I'm going to say...
I'm looking at the others here.
I'm looking at Addison, and I assume that's Josh Jacobs. That's what I'm assuming.
Yes, 100% that's Josh Jacobs.
Picking Josh Jacobs and Addison.
Addison, Jacobs, but yes.
Quite a few. No, I'm kidding. But Addison, because the Eagles, I can tell you right now, the second cornerback is the biggest weakness on the Eagles' defense outside of the lack of pressures and sacks for the D-line. So all I'm going to say is this. If it's whoever's back there, whether it's Ringo or the other guy, Addison could definitely torch him because Addison has that borderline wide receiver 1 kind of talent anywhere else kind of vibe to him. So I actually would start Addison because I expect him to have a good game. And I hate saying that against my Eagles. But unless they can sack Carson Wentz a lot, nah, I'm picking Addison and Jacobs.
So you're picking Addison and who?
And Jacobs.
Okay, all right. I thought, all right. No, that's okay. That's fair. I couldn't fathom benching Jacobs at all.
No.
Like at all.
Yeah.
There's no way in hell I would bench that guy. No way. So it's gonna be Stevenson and Jacobs. So at least Jacobs, you got your answer. Harrison is too much of a question mark every week. He gets at least 10 points if we're lucky. I just the Cardinals, and then it's not even freaking it's Brissett, and he seems to be liking McBride right now. So that's only off the one game that we have of a sample, but I don't know. I don't know. I think that for me, because Tennessee can't literally stop the run or the pass or anything, they just let fantasy football just happen. I'm gonna go with Stevenson and Jacobs. Yeah, that's just my answer. So,
okay.
so should I send it now or after the game?
Oh,
Well,
you can send it after.
I'm gonna
I
say
mean,
after.
or you can send it during,
If
just to see.
Yeah, because here's DJ Moore's gonna get something today. I think he's gonna score today. I think so. Today's gonna be the day he scores. I believe so. And then you can just send it while it's hot. Because if you send it before, it probably won't even go through before game time, anyways. Unless you're in a league that just goes right away. Did we lose Alec? I think we did. That's fine. He'll come back. Let me just resend him an invite, just in case we did lose him, because I think we did. He's pulling a mark on us. That's what he's doing. Here, let me get Alec back. Hang on. Where are you at, buddy? Alec, it's in sleeper. All right, he'll come back. Yeah, he froze. Anyways, so yeah, I would just wait till after. Are the starters out for today because Kyron Williams only gave me 6 for LA? I don't think they haven't been using them. Every single time I look over, they are just throwing. Internet went out. All right, buddy. Try and come back. I don't know. If it went out, it went out. Sucks. Sorry, man. Hopefully it comes back on. If not, don't worry. I got it. Yeah, I don't know. He's got 11 carries already, so which is 10 plus. They're just throwing the balls to Devontae Adams, and I mean Puka's not playing. You would think they would have used Kyron Williams more. That's interesting. Yeah, he's only got 6.6 for us as well. Injury. Let me go back. Should I start after the game? Are you talking about the Jacobs thing? No. So yeah. Oh, injury to that? No, I don't know why. I didn't get anything. Yeah, I think they're just stopping him. I don't know. That's what it looks like. He's got 11 carries. Yeah, but he was disappointing last week, so he lost my trust. Again, 1 week. 1 week, really? It's 1 week. Like that's all it takes. That's like saying, oh yeah, like AJ Brown hasn't done anything all year, but yeah, people are still starting him, right? Yeah, I don't know. It's against the Giants. Come on now, Kins. You should definitely be double blocked for that now. Okay, I'll ask this then. Start 2 full PPR. Judkins, Brees, or Dobbins. Dobbins is a must. Oh, but then you got I don't know. Is Carolina actually good? Like, are they actually it's crazy to say that when we expect them to do so crap, they actually do good. Let me see what Alex said here. Come on. That's it. Alex. That's it. Okay, yeah. Okay. But then you got Judkins against Miami too. All 3 of them are good against solid teams, or like, because my first thought is Dobbins, Judkins, but then I see that they're against Carolina. Carolina could be, like I said, I don't know. Carolina's interesting to me. I'm gonna go. You got a power outage here too? Jesus, what's going on? if the Panthers are good, the Patriots should get out of here, kids. Get out of here, dude. No. Ramondre. Yeah. You're right. Yeah. There's still split back. Yeah. The trade is about Barkley. Yeah. No, I would still do the trade though. I would still wait for trade out. Oh, or rather than DJ Moore, I would still trade him. Probably to do it before. Starting the negotiations right now. Because I don't think you're gonna pull the trigger before the game. For Barkley, I would start negotiations now, like this morning. I mean, you have like about 45 minutes to swindle something, and this could take days. Some managers take a couple days; they need to think about it. So yeah, that's what I would do. Sorry, my bad. Let me go back to this one. So I'm going Dobbins. And Judkins. I'm going Dobbins and Judkins, which is what I would say. Now, the other guys would probably say Brees and Judkins. But I think Judkins is the solid one here. All I'm saying is the one game for Dobbins isn't going to determine myself to bench him for the. I have him back in. I have him back in. He's never been moved from my starting lineup because he produces. Not AJ Brown having it. Yeah, no, I know. That was a bad example. My bad. But I'm just saying, it's like Genty. You're not going to bench Genty now. At the beginning of the season, there was like, oh yeah, he sucks. He's not doing anything. I'm like, give it some time. He's a rookie. He's going to be all right. DeForest Buckner or Leonard Williams. I want to go Leonard Williams here. Oh no. I think DeForest. Oh, that's a good one. Hold on. Is what's his face playing right now? Where's he hurt? You know what? I'm gonna go Leonard Williams. Houston. Yeah, because DeForest Buckner is. I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go with DeForest Buckner, man. I think you have to go to DeForest Buckner. It's a better line. That's a good one, man. Because last week he only had like the one tackle for Leonard Williams. I'm looking at the O line. I'm going Leonard Williams. Let's go Leonard Williams. Yeah, Leonard Williams, 100%. Normal IDP points rule. Okay, yeah, and I'd go Leonard. Ramondre is one of the least favorite players of all time. I mean, coming from a New England Patriots fan, that's wild. That is wild. I figured you'd be all about him. Does Ramondre need a committee to? Yeah, no, I read that. Sorry. Hope I got AJ Brown on the bench. Yeah, no, that's where he belongs until he shows up multiple teams. I don't know. And here's the thing: they might end up being more relevant towards the back end of the season, and that happens. It's just there's the first half of the season, second half of the season, and that's just nice sack. So yeah, we got Matt Stafford being Santa Claus, throwing passes to every person on the roster. Is that bad? Is that bad? Oh man, Kins. That sucks. Where's he at right now? Ooh. He is throwing up numbers right now. I think Jordan Love could do good against the Cardinals too. I still think I would have went Stafford versus the Jags than Love versus the Cardinals. Yeah, it's all good. I'm running with running backs. Okay. Of course. But yeah, running backs it is for me. I feel like the Eagles, like, despite of what Alex said, I which is true, but you still have other DBs that are just as good who could cover, JJ and Addison. So I think running backs would be okay. And it's New England, or it's the Titans. I think it's, yeah. If anything, they'll put up this equal points or something. How will Swift do today? Oh my gosh. Last week pissed me off because I didn't think he was going to do good. I don't think he was going to do good. And then all of a sudden, that's all they used in the fourth quarter. And it was Swift after Swift after Swift. No passing, no nothing. They just use Swift and they're just hammering it down your throats. Just, yeah. But this week, it's an easier matchup. So I would imagine he puts up at least 12 points today. I would imagine he puts up 12 points today. He has to put up 12 points today. Minimum floor. Floor at 10. Floor. Would you do Barkley for Genti and BTJ or Olave? So I'm assuming Genti's part of it. BTJ or Olave. I'm going BTJ. I'm going BTJ. Genti and BTJ? Yeah, I'm going Genti and BTJ. I'm not going after Olave. Just feel like BTJ could have a better career. More so if that's fair. Oh, if that's more fair, you're shooting for the fences. I think the other one was more likely. This one, I don't think so. If you could swindle that, that'd be great. But I don't think the other owner will give away Genti and BTJ for Barkley. I don't think they will. Try it. Absolutely try it. Oh, look. Travis Hunter scored. Hey, let's go. If you're playing IDP and you have Travis Hunter in your bench, or not your bench, but in your DB spot, good for you. That's where it belongs. Got himself a touchdown. Jesus. He better have one. I'm going to look at my league. Where are you at? You better have him, man. You better have good boy. Yep. 19.5 for our league. That is wild. All right, good job. Oh, that's how it should be. Put him in. Why not? So yeah. Jackson Dart or Bryce Young. I'm not going Jackson Dart. Denver has a solid defense. I feel like Denver has a more stronger defense than the Jets. The Jets are good, don't get me wrong, but if it comes to like one or the other, I think I'm going to go with Bryce Young. Because he's thrown to Rico Dowdle and McMillan, and it seems like he's just... Then Chuba, like, he does a lot of pass drop down backs where he's thrown to his running back. So I would go with Bryce Young here. I don't like either of them, but if that's what your options are going, I'm going with Bryce Young. Yeah. Damn, Kins, how many leagues you got going, man? When I bench Travis Hunter, he gets... Why? Oh, but you're in a league where he's only offense, huh? That's not an IDP league, is it? Yeah, but that's unexpected though. I can't blame you for that, Anthony. I can't blame you. If it's an offense only league where you don't have IDP, then yeah, I'm not gonna blame you for that. It is just one of those games, and plus it was the Rams. You didn't really expect that. It sucks to suck, but yeah, no, I don't blame you for that. Now, if that's an IDP league, he should have been in your DB spot. Like, come on. Playing against Kyron and Cam Little. What a great start. What did Cam Little get today? I know last week he sucked. He's getting all these extra points, yeah? He's getting all these extra points. Cam Little hasn't done anything though. He hasn't done anything. The kicker, right? Yeah, he hasn't done anything. You're playing with, well, I mean, oh, you're not saying that sarcastically. I thought you were saying that sarcastically. I'm like, yeah, the owner's pissed. All right. Let me see. Secondly, pick 2 full PPR. Swift, Harrison, Addison, Johnson. Oh, so is that the same Johnson I'm thinking? Is that Tampa Bay's Johnson? That's not Tampa Bay's Johnson, is it? No, that's Taz and Cameron. Quentin Johnson. Oh, no. Why am I having a brain fart right now? Quentin Johnson. Jesus. LA Chargers. Duh. QJ. Why am I? Wow. Okay. I would say Devontae Smith against Miami. QJ. That's a good question. See, yeah, no, yeah. No, not Tez. Yeah. Which, by the way, those receivers, I feel like I don't think they're going to be relevant today. I think they're playing today. They were saying that it's going to be game time decision. I think they're going to play. Sorry, off topic. My bad. Yeah. I wouldn't put any of those guys in, unless it's Cameron, because he does the kick return yards. But no. All right. Sorry. Let me go back. Let me answer this one. I'm going to say Devontae Smith. I want to put Swift in, but because of that was the one week he did good. That was the one week they should have used him like the rest of the year, but it's been so bad with the Bears. And it's against the Saints, so damn, I don't man. I don't know how I feel about Harrison with Jacoby Brissett. I just Trey McBride's his like main target. Jordan Addison. I'm gonna say Devontae Smith is the one. Swift as my 2. Or Devontae Smith and Addison. Nice full PPR. That's a tough one, TKM. That's a tough one. At least Smith is my locked in one. And I'm gonna go Swift, and I think I'm gonna go Swift and Devontae Smith. Oh, that sucks because Swift is so. He should do good today. That's what they should have went to last week and the years and the weeks before that from last week. But I also don't want to be chasing points. And if they do it again, awesome. If they don't, then I'll be really upset. The safer bet here. Devontae Smith and Addison are my safer bets. But I'm okay with Devontae Smith and Swift. Let me know what happens. Come back Wednesday and let me know how that goes. Who you went with. But I think I'm going to go Devontae Smith and Swift. So, yeah, no, for sure. Good morning. Happy Sunday, my dude. I feel so happy taking Tyler Warren as my 5th tight end in my draft and getting clowned for it. Yeah, and then now he's the top 3 tight end? Yeah, definitely. I need more rushing yards from Tyler Warren. He's the next. No. Stop. No. Now, if they put him at QB, then yeah, no. Devontae Smith or Keenan Allen? Is this full PPR? If it's full PPR, I'm going to go with Keenan. Half PPR, I'm going with Devontae. I think that's how I'm going to go with it. I think so. Because Keenan Allen could be the most relevant receiver there over all of them. He'll get more than QJ. He'll get more than Ladd McConkey. It doesn't even matter. I think Keenan Allen's going to be very, very much involved. You hate your internet? Dude, I'm sorry, man. Dang. What sucks is I'm going to have to, you just sent the group chat the games, and I'm not even... I totally forgot about the games, man. Totally forgot. We're going to have to do the games real quick. They gave him up as a QB snap last week. I ran an option play. Oh, yeah. First, I don't know. Yeah. I need the goal line carries. Dude. Well, they're at their goal line right now, aren't they? And then they're giving it to Kyren Williams. Oh, but you're against him, though. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm just saying. Tyler Warren. You're right. They did do that. But he's such a big dude. It's like it makes sense. But this week, he's going to be relevant. Him and Michael Pittman are pretty much the only 2 weapons they have. Alex Pierce might be relevant. And Adeline, it wouldn't surprise me if they sneak in one with Adeline Mitchell today. Just because. So, yeah. Chargers? What you talking about? QJ? No, yeah. QJ, yeah. No, yeah. I'm still going with Swift and Devontae Smith. Yeah, for Warren. Yeah. Okay. Oh Jesus. Here we go. All right, let's try and do this before and see if I can get it done. Let's see here. We're gonna do the games right now. I already got Alex's. Alec already typed in his, so thank God I didn't realize. Thank goodness, because I totally spaced and forgot. So let's get these games in. I don't have Brian's or Mark's. Unless they put it in already. There's Alec. I don't have Brian's or Mark's. Okay. All right. So let's go here. I'll put in Alex's later. So yeah. All right, Swift or Harrison. Swift and Harrison currently. Currently, you got see, the thing is with Jacoby Brissett, it's Trey McBride 100% there, and it's against Green Bay. I'm not trying to convince you out of that. If that's what you want to roll with it. Go with your gut feeling. Me, however, I would go with Swift and Devontae Smith. But if you want to go for it, then go for it. I'm not saying you're wrong. Like, at the end of the day, it's your team. Like, just saying. But if you want to roll with Harrison, go for it. For me, comfortably, I would say Devontae Smith. AJ Brown's not even like a thing right now. And watch it be the one game that he does something. Because it's Goddard and Smith, basically. Okay. All right, Kent, you're in. I'm assuming myself and Anthony. All right. Let's go down the line. I got Alec in. I'm not doing that game. So, all right. New Orleans, Chicago. I'm going Chicago right here, guys. Going Chicago. Kenton, go ahead. Give me who you think you get. Who you think will win over them two. Miami, Cleveland. I'm going Cleveland. Las Vegas, Kansas City. I'm going Kansas City here. Philadelphia, Minnesota. Give me Philly. Yeah, give me Philly here. Carolina versus the Jets. Dude, are the Jets going to go? What's their schedule like? Carolina, Cincinnati, Cleveland. They could win next week. They just beat the Steelers. I don't know. Cleveland, New England, Baltimore, Atlanta, Miami. Could they go 0? No way, bro. Can they really go? They got to have one, right? They got to have one. Okay. Philadelphia. All right. So then. No, yeah, you have a good day. For sure. Good luck. If you're going with Smith or Swift and Harrison, good luck. I hope it works out and you chose right. But yeah. So Alec went with Bears, Browns, Chiefs, Eagles, Panthers, Patriots, Broncos, Colts, Packers, Falcons, Lions, Seahawks, and Commanders. Okay. Which I'll have that written down here. So if you miss a game, guys, it doesn't even matter. We're going off based off percentage from what Brian was telling me. I don't even think I have his games. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we're gonna do this week. But yeah. Carolina, New York Jets. I'm gonna go with Carolina. I don't think that the Jets are gonna probably win a game this season. Then I'm going New England over the Titans. The Giants and the Broncos. Why am I thinking hard about this? It should be Broncos, yeah? It should be Broncos, yeah? Why am I thinking Giants? Why am I thinking Giants? One more. Keenan Allen or Trey Tucker with Bowers and Jacoby out. I like Trey Tucker. Now it is against Kansas City, but the fact is he's probably going to be the only one there. Like he's like the main one. So Keenan Allen should be relevant. Should probably be the one. But because Trey Tucker has no one else to share the targets with except for him and maybe Genty if they do a dump off, I'm going with Trey Tucker. Yeah. Trey Tucker's definitely solid between Keenan Allen and Trey Tucker for me. So yeah. All right, and then New York Giants, and then we got Indy and LA. Give me the Colts here. I think they will be Chargers. I think they're just a more solid team. All right, here we go. Anthony's gave me his. All right, Ant went with Chicago, Cleveland, Kansas City, the Vikings. Okay. Jets. Really interesting. Okay, so this is gonna be their. This is gonna be their one win, huh? Okay, interesting. I like it, man. I like it. New England. Going with the Colts here, and you're going with Denver. Okay. And then you're going with Green Bay. And you're picking Dallas over your Commanders. Okay. Interesting take. 49ers, Tampa Bay, and the Seahawks. Okay. All right. Cool. All right. I'm still going through mine. I'm also going to take Green Bay. I think they are better at that than. All right. Then you got Washington and Dallas. I'm going to take the Commanders. I think I'm going to take the Commanders here. I think they have a better chance of winning. I don't trust our backup wide receivers. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay. No, I get it, man. I get it. Go with your gut. I get it. Okay, that's fine. Going with Atlanta here. And Tampa Bay or Detroit. I'm going with the Bucks. Going with the Bucks here. And then the other Monday night game, Houston or Seattle. And I'm going to go with Seattle here. Kent, if you're still here, man, let me know your teams. Got about a couple minutes. I'm probably going to end here soon. But yeah, so guys, it's been an odd year. It's been a very odd year, to say the least. Do you think that the teams are going to win? This is why I think the Giants could win. Like I don't know. I mean, it's very weird on how this year has been. Teams are doing bad against good, are doing good against good teams, and then bad teams are doing like who would have thought that the Bengals were going to beat the Steelers the other day? I sure as hell didn't. I didn't. I sure as hell didn't. So yeah, like it wouldn't surprise me if the Saints beat the Bears. Wouldn't surprise me that the Raiders beat the Chiefs. It wouldn't surprise me if Houston beats Seattle. Just because on how weird this team, like these games have been weird. Wild question: what team makes the first trade? Is it weird that I see Camaro, despite on what they said? I still think that Camaro might end up being traded. I kind of want Atlanta to trade away Tyler Algier. Because if Tyler Algier goes to the Texans, he'll be the one. If Tyler Algier goes to Dallas, he'll be split back. If Tyler Algier goes to Arizona, he's going to be the one. I would love for him to get traded. I know. Just because I like him, but I really do like what he did. I feel bad for him that he did so good his very first year, but I feel like he deserves better. And after this contract, it wouldn't surprise me if Atlanta doesn't sign him again and they let him ride and he goes somewhere and he flourishes because we've seen what he's capable of doing. And last week we saw what he's capable of doing. That's just like, just you got to let go what you love, right? Change to Swift and Devontae. Thanks again. No problem. I really think that Devontae should be the only one relevant there. He's the only one who's been, kind of putting up numbers. Yeah, last week was a bad week. I get it. No one thought that. But it happened. So, but no. Devontae's been putting up some numbers. The Eagles' offense is crazy. It's just the same. Devontae Smith would put up the same numbers of Harrison. Like, it'd be the same thing, right? Rashid Rice for Cortland Sutton. Dang. Let me see what Rashid does first. Because I'm going to say Cortland Sutton is obviously going to be the main one that they're going to use. It's the Giants. I actually does be the most reliable one. Wait, hold on. Yeah. I'm going to say Cortland Sutton. Let me see what Rashid Rice does first. How much involved he is right now. But welcome him. Good morning, Bryce. That's how I feel about it. But because it's a divisional game against the Raiders, it could be relevant where he does make. I just need to make sure he's gonna be the one again. Maybe the first game back isn't gonna be like right off the bat. You know what I mean? Where at least Denver, you know what you have. You know Cortland Sutton's gonna put up double digits. Yeah, last week it was a bad game. I get it. They reported Saints working on a long-term deal for Chris Olave. Okay. Well, hey, there you go. Good for them. Because you get rid of Olave, what else you're gonna have to go to the draft, and Shaheed becomes the number one. Yeah, no. Yeah, I think, definitely. How are they gonna have money? Aren't they like broke all the time? Like they're broke. What's their cap at right now? Like broke all the time. They're always broke. All the time. Where are they at? They're probably last again. They're on the bottom tier. 8 million. And for next year, they'll go up to, oh, Jesus. God, Saints, how do you survive, Saints? They're going to be in the negative 14. How do the Saints do it, man? I don't get it. They're going to be negative 14 million. So, negative 14 million next year. And which is funny is that that's the most positive they've ever been on the offseason. Usually they're in the 30s or 40s or 50s, and they have to cut players, rearrange the contract. I don't know how the Saints do it, but they get a bigger boot, kick the can further down the road. That's how the Saints operate. I don't get it. Jonathan, you tell me, man. You tell me. I don't know how they do it, but the Saints are going to be a negative 14 million, which is not even the worst team, because the worst team next year are going to be negative 41 million. That's the Chiefs, followed up by negative 37 million. The Vikings. That's wild to me. 14 million is probably the most positive the Saints can do, and that's actually probably league average for the more broker teams, which would be the Browns, Saints next year. That's a lot of teams that are going to be in the positive next year. That's actually a lot better than what I thought right now. Not if you backload the contract, but that's what they have to do, though. And that's what they've been doing. The Saints have been somehow managing, which they're probably end up having to backload the contract, which I don't know if Chris Olave is going to want that, because if I don't know. Imagine if they still I know, right? That's why you trade your running backs. Yeah. I mean, they were saying they're not. But once the rumors start and then the players say they're not, out of nowhere, someone offers something a bang of a deal that the Saints can't refuse, and then they end up getting what they want. And then bye, Kamara. Sorry, Kamara. Have fun on the Cardinals because they need a running back, which is very relevant or a very good potential spot for Alvin. If Alvin Kamara went to the Cardinals, go buy him on all your rosters because he's gonna be called beast mode over there. So yeah, guys, the Saints are always broke. That's all I gotta say. Always. Anyways, guys, again, I'll go over my teams. I have Chicago, Cleveland, Kansas City, Philly, Carolina, New Orleans, the Giants, New York Giants, Indianapolis, Green Bay, Commanders, Atlanta, Bucks, and Seahawks. Those are my teams. And good luck if you're gambling. Good luck if you're gambling. I don't know. I'm not trying to brag, but I do pretty good at the pick'ems. Just saying. Might be one or two games where I just don't do, but hey, at least that's a solid. So you want to pick some of those teams that you feel a little bit more comfortable with, you can pick with what I got. But yeah. Anyways, guys, good luck in your lineups. Good luck in what you do this week, and good luck in those trades that you guys are gonna pull off. The Saquon Barkley one with BTJ and Genty. Try that one first before you try the other one, just because I don't think it's gonna happen. But yeah, especially if it's Dynasty. Yeah, definitely. You definitely won't be able to swindle that one off. But anyway, Jonathan, good luck in that trade. Let me know what happens, man. Let me know what happens. Oh wait, did I not answer this? I'm sorry, dude. Is it time to give up on RJ Harvey? Why'd I go back and read that? I should have left it skipped. I don't want to say yes. In my mind, the only relevancy that he's going to have is until J.K. Dobbins gets hurt. Last year, I don't know. I almost want to say yes, but I still would keep him. Just because the second half of the season. We're not there yet. We still got another week or so before we hit the second half. You know what I mean? TKM wants to get in on this. All right, cool. Let me get you real quick. So TKM, you got Chicago, Miami, KC, Minnesota, okay, Carolina, New England, Denver, Chargers. Where did I put the Chargers in? LA Chargers, Green Bay, Dallas, and San Francisco. Who are you doing between the Bucks? Or are you just going? Is that what you're doing? I can add you to our team. You going Atlanta or Bucks? I can add you. Or not Atlanta. Sorry, Detroit or Bucks. And then Seahawks or Houston. So, but anyways, guys, we'll see you Tuesday. Brian should be back on. Well, I don't know if he'll be back on Tuesday. We'll see. They'll do in the Grizzly show. They talk about their Bears remnants. Maybe they have a good positive show this time. But for sure, I will be back with the guys on Wednesday, and we'll talk about start sits on Wednesday with Week 8, and yeah. So yeah, but this is the Morning Spike. We do all fantasy football news, starting with your starter sit. It's just me today for the second half, I guess. Alec, good luck on your internet, buddy. That sucks, man. Welcome to Mark's world. That's all I gotta say. Welcome to Mark's world. Let me close this show out because we're done so. All right, guys. Get your lineup set up. Good luck on your trades. And I will see you on Tuesday for Brian, but specifically me on Wednesday. I'll see you on Dynasty Pylon as we go over more questions. All right. Take it easy, guys. Later.